Hello, welcome back. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. You're watching another one of my comic book pull lists. This is the Back to School special, month of September. I get these from Discount Comic Book Service, or DCBS, once monthly. It takes them a while to get to me because I live in Japan. All right, if you're watching this from the States especially, you might have read some of these already. I got quite a few actually this time. Let's go through it alphabetically. First up, we've got Ascender. This is number 4. You can see the difference between this and Descender, the connected previous series. You can see the difference in like the kind of mysticism displayed there on the cover, whereas the first one was a lot more involved with AI. This one is a little bit more involved with magic. Here we've got book 2 of Snyder and Capullo's, I guess their idea of the ending of their Batman. This is Batman Last Night on Earth. I think it's pretty awesome. It's a clone of Batman walking around with the living head of Joker in a jar. The Batman Who Laughs, number 7. The Batman Who Laughs actually is making a huge impact on the DC universe. We're gonna have a new Batman Superman series coming soon with the Batman Who Laughs infecting different heroes with the same, virus, a disease, or poison poison that made him who he was. I'm very much looking forward to the Shazam Who Laughs, I guess. Yeah, Black Science, number 41. This series, I never know where it's gonna go next recently. I'm not really sure if they destroyed the universe or not. It gets really weird, but I really do love it. We've got a crazy Francesco Mattina cover here for Deceased, number 4. So it's DCEASED, Deceased, right? This is something like the 28 Days Later violent zombie type thing, except maybe they can think a little bit more. Right, we got Detective Comics number 1008. This is not the Year of the Villain variant cover. That is $4.99. This is just the regular cover, $3.99. Who doesn't love a Batman Joker story? Die number 6. If you didn't know, this from Image Comics. It's about some kids who became adults, play an RPG, get sucked into the world, and have to do things that are against their character in real life to survive in that world. But this being, they're not just playing a game; they're drawn into the world. So I guess it's a lot harder for them to do these things that would ensure their survival. All right, I think this is amazing. I think his name is Lucio Perillo. Always does amazing, dark women for a lot of his covers. He does a lot of Red Sonja, Vampirella. I think some of his covers he's done for those are pretty well known for fans of his. This is one he's done for Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. This is number 7. I actually wasn't getting all of the issues. I think I got number 1, and then I don't think I got anything for a little while. But I was keeping up with the story a little bit, and then I was like, when I saw this cover, I was like, you know what? I mean, I do enjoy Elvira a lot. I'll hop back on. This cover was one of the reasons, and then it ended, I think, at number 8, and here is the regular Joe Jusko cover for that. I was hoping it would be a longer running series. I was like, I'll jump back on, and then 8 is the last issue, I think. Okay, here we have Faithless. This is number 4. This series is pretty awesome. It's sex and Satanism, I guess, something along those lines. They all have these erotic cover variants. This is by Jenny Frison, which I was super pumped to check out. I'll show you what I can. All right, we've got a woman. She's being choked by a demon, and that's as far as I can show you. Yeah. Okay, we got Green Lantern number 10, written by Grant Morrison. This is going great. And you can see there, this looks pretty cool. Guardians of the Multiverse. A whole bunch of different, multicolored and green Guardians there. Looks pretty sweet. Guardians of the Galaxy number 7, the death of Rocket Raccoon happening from right about here. We've got the Immortal Hulk. This is number 21. Amazing, amazing story. We got number 22 here, and so what I've read up until this, I think it's been extremely blow away, like where they're going and like where they're like allowed to go. I mean, the storytelling has been amazing, and I think Marvel has given them a lot of leeway into like what kind of direction, how far into horror they can get, which is awesome. We got the trio there. We see Hulk and the Harpy, and I don't know, that dude in the corner might be Rick Jones. Just a few episodes ago, just a few issues ago, Harpy ate Hulk's heart out of his chest on panel, and it was just so blowing. Like that's the kind of stuff they're doing. It just blowing me away every single issue. It's amazing. Okay, a series that I like a lot, but it's really hard to put into what's going on in just a few sentences. Just know it's broad and it's amazing. Doing weird stuff with some of the characters in a very good way, like Lex Luthor. He killed himself so he could be brought back as like a new, more powerful self, clone self or something like that. Going really great directions. I really like Justice League right now. Number 29 of the same series. This is the Terry and Rachel Dodson cover. I think they're a husband and wife team that I know you've probably seen their work in a lot of places. They do a lot for Wonder Woman covers recently, but they still do a lot of other stuff too. But they're really been consistent on those. I do like them. There are a lot. All right, what we got here is Justice League Dark number 13. This is the Year of the Villain variant for that, and if you notice the price tag, same as last month's. It's $4.99 for this like cardstock cover, right? When I ordered, I didn't realize I was paying an extra $1 for just a more cardboardy feeling cover. I feel like that should have been made more explicit. They might have, and I just didn't notice it. Be aware if you are out shopping and there might be a variant cover. It's got a different cardstock cover. DC is upping the price on all of those, and I think it's kind of it's not the greatest sales practice. I think I would really like to see the price of comics go down, and then they're finding new ways to justify a price increase in their own mind, because I think just a different material for the cover is not enough incentive to willingly pay another $1 for a cover. All right, I got Manor Black number 1. This is from Dark Horse Comics. Man, Cullen Bunn, I love him and I love his writing, but like I want to buy everything that he writes because I think he's really talented. I just maybe don't have the money for it all the time. This is one that I definitely am going to be reading until the end. And Dan Brereton doing the variant cover for this is another huge plus in my mind for the series to start off. To get more people involved that I really do like. I think that's really great. All right, this is it, folks. Paper Girls number 30. This is the last issue of the series. It has been an awesome run. Written by Brian K. Vaughan, somebody who is like in my top 5, top 3 current comic book writers. Man, I'm sad to see it go, but I hope it frees up some more time so he can write some other, so I can get into some other series that he's doing. Yeah, hopefully see more and quickly. All right, Punisher number 14. Frank's back in the States, and looks like, looks like these are the cops. Well, I mean, it could be the military, but I don't know. These days, so much used military issued stuff is being given to the police. I don't know. It could be the cops, right? All right, here we got Punk Mambo number 4. Oh, Punk Mambo. I forgot Punk Mambo number 4. You'll notice I did not get the Dan Brereton cover this time. This is the Dave Mack cover. You probably noticed his art. He did, of course, a bunch of the Alias covers. The reason I didn't get the Dan Brereton cover this time is I thought the scene, it was just a little boring. I think it was just like a doll or something like that. Like a voodoo doll, if I'm remembering correctly. And so yeah, as much as I do like Dan Brereton, I think this Dave Mack cover is pretty sweet as well. I did get the Brereton cover on number 5, though, as you can see. And it's either this issue or perhaps there's a 6 will be the end of this short Punk Mambo series. All right, here is Reaver number 2 from Image Comics. Think of this as a swords and sorcery Suicide Squad. And I think you have a pretty good idea of what's going on in here. Here we got Red Hood and the Outlaws, or Red Hood Outlaw. Annual number 3. I am very much looking forward to this because we will be learning about what's been going on with Bizarro Superman and Artemis. If you look on there, he's got bearded Bizarro. It looks pretty cool there. But yeah, I love those guys. And them as a team. Well, yeah, they're not all together, but even Artemis and Bizarro as a team, I think they go really well together. Yeah, it's kind of like this. Maybe right now she feels like some kind of dysfunctional family, just like a single mom taking after Bizarro. I mean, that's how it looks to me in my mind, at least when I think about them on their own. And I'm very, very much looking forward to this. Right, I love Faye Dalton's art style. I've said it for every issue of Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica so far. This is definitely no change. I mean, this comic is nothing but fan service, really. Don't look for anything too deep. I mean, because they're not either. They're looking straight at the camera, just explaining plot holes and things like that from the first issue. But yeah, it's just a bunch of fun. All right, here I have Second Coming number 2. This is from Ahoy Comics. We got Jesus coming back and being roommates with the most popular, or the greatest superhero of the universe, or something like that. And him, kind of dealing with, or Jesus, dealing with present day humans and their response to his message and things like that. God sent him there so he could learn stuff from the superhero. This I said it last time. This was originally supposed to come out through DC Comics, but the creators felt they perhaps didn't have enough freedom there, so they got the rights back and found another venue that would not, another, is that the right word, venue, avenue to go down, I guess, where they could feel like they had more freedom, and that for them, that was Ahoy Comics. All right, Spider-Man Life Story. This is the aughts, or the 00s or something. It's the early 2000s is what it's supposed to be. This series started in the 60s, where Peter was a high school student, and kind of plays out what would have happened if no reboots, no Marvel time goes differently than our real time type of thing. What would happen if Spider-Man aged from that point? Of course, that means different things happened in his life, because as they were happening in the real world, as far as Vietnam and stuff that happens later. And here we find ourselves in the early 2000s with the more mature Peter, older Peter. I mean, we've seen other places where he has aged. whether it's the universe where May Parker, his daughter, is the Spider Girl, and oh yeah, we've seen multiple realities, right? This one is very much tied to real world events. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 96, City at War Part 4. Yeah, I've said it before, this is an amazing series, and this is the big thing that's happening in the lead up to number 100, which is coming, well, not very far away. And I guess that one is going to be like a super massive issue as well. So I'm enjoying the road up to there. Here we have Unearthed from Image Comics. This is number 2, written by Cullen Bunn. Everybody knows I love him. Yeah, I don't know, good stuff. All right, choosing which cover to get for the first issue was difficult, but I landed on the Alex Ross. Perhaps you had a different opinion on which one you would go with. However, I'm very happy with this. All right, well, this is the first annual for the current Venom series, and this is also the first part of the John Tyler Christopher connecting cover variants that'll be happening in a whole bunch of annuals in the next month or two. As you can see, he's a very good artist. He's usually the guy who does the action figure variants for a whole bunch of stuff. He's been doing them for years. Recently, it's a little more rare to see him do artwork that isn't that. And I'm very excited for this, the connecting variant. That is going to be pretty big, I think, actually. And I am a total sucker for connecting covers, especially if it's amazing art, which I do think this is. A Walk Through Hell, this is number 12. This is a pretty boring cover. I think they're taking a part of a quote from the first issue. And at least the two cops that are trapped in the building in this interdimensional hell type of place, that time means nothing, time and death mean nothing to. Yeah, I love the series. Garth Ennis is writing it. Very boring cover, but I'm very excited to read it. I was just talking about how I didn't get Terry and Rachel Dodson's Wonder Woman covers and got Jenny Frisson's instead. Of course, there are other artists besides Jenny Frison who do the art when she's not doing the variants for it. And I can't remember if this was one of the cases, but I kind of didn't like the variant on this one, so I just got the regular one. And it's probably a good idea because that one might have been the $4.99 cover as well, but don't quote me on that. So I'm loving Wonder Woman. I'm loving where it's going with her finding all the other gods. And yes, some of the recent issues have been pretty impactful to me personally. I thought they were really good. And I'm still loving this series. Yeah, from number 1 to now number 75. This has been a very, very good, nice series. All right, and lastly, we've got Wonder Woman number 76. Back with Jenny Frison. Actually, check it out here. We got Wonder Woman and that demon hand. Okay, check it out. If we go back to, remember this? Let's check it out here. That reminds me of something. I'm gonna do my best not to give a nip slip here. Dude, is this a before and after? I mean, even as far as the background here, the color scheme of the two, like the hands are very similar colors there. That even the claw, the talons or whatever, claws on there, the red background, the dark hair, the lush lips. I mean, there's no tiara, but I would say there are more hands in this one as well. But before and after? I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. Well, all right, there you have it. These are the comics that I'm going to be reading for this month, the month of September. If you've read any of them and you have any comments about them, let me know that down in the comments, or anything at all you'd like to say. Let me know that down there. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. However, if you don't want to do any of those things, I completely understand. I still do hope you had a very good time watching. All right, I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. I'll see you next time. Oh my, dude, I just, oh shoot, I showed the nipple. Darn it.